Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? So we finally got an updated look at the Bleach live-action movie, and it seems like the story is gonna revolve around not as many characters as we all probably expected. I don't think the full cast is released at this point, but this is from the extended trailer, and with the movie coming out in just 3 months' time in July, I think things are pretty finalized at this point with regards to what's going to be in the movie and what's not going to be in it. So the focus seems like it will be on Ichigo, Rukia, Ishida, Renji, and Byakuya fighting Grand Fisher and probably a bit with each other when they first meet, which I guess implies that the story will indeed be different than the original story from the anime/manga. Chad and Orihime is nowhere to be seen, and just like in the anime or manga, I don't think they matter much anyways. And this is definitely going to be the right choice for a Bleach live-action movie, because there's simply no way they can cram the amount of content they have from the first arcs of Bleach and be able to make a good movie out of it. Because if you think about it, having just the first arc with Ichigo messing around in the human world with Rukia is way too short and frankly kind of boring for an entire movie, and if they include the Soul Society arc, there's absolutely no way they can cram all the new characters introduced in one movie. So the best choice is to keep the setting in the first arc, stay in the human world, and maybe just introduce some characters earlier than they were from the original anime and still be able to have a coherent plot. Having everyone team up against Grand Fisher in a big fight looks pretty exciting as we'll see everyone in action, and so far the action is actually looking pretty sweet. The CG is one of the best looking I've seen in an anime live action, and so far it's looking like they did a pretty good job at bringing alive the world of Bleach and its characters. I know that I did a short comparison between the live action characters and its anime counterparts before, but now we can see a lot more characters and a much better look at everyone in general. So let's see how they stack up to their original. And can we just start with Ishida? I don't think he was in the first trailer, and now that we have a good look at not only his character, but his character in action, I have to say I'm completely sold on live action Ishida. He's rocking the perfect nerd glasses along with the awkwardly overgrown hair to perfection, and seeing him swing his shiny bow around is actually way cooler now that I can see it than what I initially expected it to look like. Next up we have Renji. Renji is probably one of the harder characters to turn into a good-looking live-action character, and they actually did a fairly good job, and it seems like they decided to not use a cloth headband and opted to instead use a weirdly shaped headpiece that's probably keeping his wig up. But the coolest part of Renji in live action is actually his extendy sword. It surprisingly looks really good in live action, at least in this trailer, and he's probably gonna have pretty flashy moves in the actual movie. Next up is Byakuya. His hair is pretty much a replica of the anime version, and with the actor Miyavi being a pretty famous J-rock star, makes Byakuya definitely on a different hype level compared to the rest of the characters, at least in Japan. We don't get to see him use much other than his sword in the trailer, but I'm fairly certain we're gonna see Senbon Sakura in the movie, as it looks like they're going all out with the special effects here. And now on to Rukia. The more I see this Rukia, the more I'm liking the new style they've opted for here. A clean, no BS type of hairstyle fits Rukia a lot better than the original, and you can tell here that they're going for the independent and the I don't need no man type of personality with Rukia. And seeing her block all of Ichigo's moves with a training sword without even looking at him was pretty awesome. I think when you realize that all these side characters are more interesting than the main character himself, that's when you truly know you're watching Bleach. And having said that, Ichigo here looks the same as he did in the old trailer. And after seeing everyone else in action, this might actually come up to be the second live-action anime movie to actually work out. I really did not expect them to be able to pull off something that looks good or believable, because Bleach is just so out of the world with everyone having special abilities, but whatever they're doing so far, it's working, so let's hope this movie is gonna look just as good as the trailer. Anyways, that's all we got for the Bleach live action. What do you guys think of how Bleach's live action characters look so far? Do you like any of them? Hate any of them? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to thumbs up before you leave, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications if you want to be updated with the latest that's going on in Japan, and I'll see you guys in the next one.